Ciao Magic Demon and welcome back in another episode on another video. As always, if you like to support my channel today, I am going to show you one of the best games that I have ever played. Not in terms of accuracy, as you can see, both of us, but in terms of it just being a beautiful game. I mean, I really enjoyed that game. It was also 70 moves long, so it'll be a wild ride. So get a snack, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this beautiful game where, as the title says and the thumbnail shows, I escaped a stalemate trap. I didn't even think that was possible. But yeah, let's get right into it. D4, D5, Bishop F4, bro, really playing the London. And I'm even more impressed that this beautiful game came out of a London. Anyways, knight F6, E3, C5. I knew this was the most confrontational approach against London. Knight F3, knight C6, C3, and now bishop F5. Knight BD2, I go queen B6, and now he goes knight B3. I go E6, computer said I had to go C4 right away, but I was preparing C4 so that if the knight were to come forward, I can just take and take. Whilst if I went C4 there, I don't know, maybe this he can protect the knight. If I would have taken, I would have still taken. I don't know. I just went E6. Now he went bishop D3, and now I take. Bishop takes D3. If he takes, this is just a fork. So he plays only move D takes C5, and now with 90 minutes on the clock, because this was a classical game, with 90 minutes on the clock, you would think I would sit queen A6, which in hindsight is very easy to see. I mean, the pawn is literally attacking the queen. The queen can move and protect the bishop. But I took. I mean, it's not a losing move, but it went from minus 3.7 to minus 0.3. Because now he takes. Alright. Well. Bishop E7. Yeah, and also I pondered for a few minutes whether I should save this bishop or not. And I decided to save it. And this exact bishop, which I decided to save on move 10, would save me on move like 50, move 40. This exact same bishop that I decided to saved the game. Now, he goes 95, I castle short, and he castles long. Now I go 94, and I immediately after saw that he could go here. And I said, oh no, I am already losing. But then I saw that I could go knight takes F2 and counterattack the queen. So when he takes my queen, I take his queen with check. Rook takes, and now he takes b6. He goes king b1, protecting the a2 pawn. I go rook a6, rook hd1, and now knight a5, takes, and now bishop e5. I go rook b6, preparing bishop a3. He goes bishop c7, rook b5, a4, rook c5, bishop b6, rook c4, b3, rook g4. He was just pestering my rook. He won g3. Now I go bishop d8, defending the pawn. He goes bishop c5. I go rook e8, since he attacked my rook. He went bishop d6, I went h6. So, in the future there are no back rank checkmates. He went rook c2, king c2, sorry. I went rook e4, b4, takes, and now bishop b6, eyeing the e3 pawn. He went king d2, rook c8, a5, and now rook bishop c7, which is a blunder. Oh yeah, obviously, because he could go rook c1 and my bishop is just... No, wait, but then rook c4. I don't really know why it's a blunder. Bishop c5. Yeah, true, I should have gone here. But I went f5 instead. Rook c1, I went bishop e5, as this was... I mean, he was threatening to do that and take my bishop. And I saw, alright, there are no useful discoveries. I mean, my king is on a light square, so... He won king e2. Yeah, this move... I mean, yeah, with the benefit of hindsight, it's obviously a very findable move. Rook takes b4, because if takes, I take the rook and I win a pawn. But, yeah, I have no excuse for not playing it. Rook d2, I go f4. Blech, stop yapping about this rook takes b4 move, oh my god. Now he went rook cc2, d4, which I don't know why it is a bad move. I mean, I literally block his bishop and threaten to take this. I really do not know how it's a mismove. As I always say, I hate Stockfish and Stockfish hates me. I mean. So, he went king f3. I went rook takes e3 check, king g4, rook d8, stepping out of this discovery stuff. He went rook f2, and now I calculated for 15 minutes a line that will reappear later on, actually. And indeed it was the best move, f takes g3, just shredding the position open. He went bishop e7, I went bishop e8, and now he h takes g3, and I said, I calculated for a long time here, saying, what the hell? Isn't that just a free bishop? And I calculated here, and this happened. I said, I do not see anything. And actually, before this I calculated this. If here, this, I calculated a lot of stuff. He went h takes g3, and I said, INC nothing. So rook c8 check, king g7, rook ff8, and I said, alright, where is the mate? Where is anything? And this is the line that I calculated when I played f takes g3. Rook takes g3 check, king h5, rook h3 check, king g4, rook h4 check, king f3, and now rook f4 check, and he's forced to trade rooks. So the attack is now gone. And he did not see that. Indeed, he said, oh my god. Yeah, he did not see that there was that maneuver. Because if there wasn't, this attack would be actually kind of scary. But there was this maneuver, so I mean, I am just a bishop and 3 pawns up. But now b5. And now he started a very nice counterplay with his pawns. I went to rook c7, which was I should have, in hindsight, I should have gone rook d7. I did it afterwards, but it didn't really hit me in the moment. And I thought, like, 15-20 minutes on rook c7. He went rook e8. I thought of takes, rook a8, and rook d8. But the only line I didn't see, it's rook e8. So I ended up spending another, I don't know, I think a lot of time. But I found d3, and it was indeed the best move. Rook d8, and now d2. And now b6. And I was scared. Yeah, again, I was spending so much time here. Because it's a very tricky endgame, especially if I let these pawns through. So I was scared that if I went here, my first instinct was to go here. Actually, not my first instinct. I calculated it like here, I think. If we goes here, if it goes here and here and then here, I can go here and check, and I calculated it here, I think. But yeah, I was scared that with rook c5, I was scared that he was going to take this pawn. But I calculated, and I calculated correctly, that I didn't need to worry, that I could still stop these pawns. And I was right, indeed, rook c5. He went e6. Yeah, indeed, the best move was to check. And I think even if he checked, I would have went here. Not here. 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 And this is what I mean with this bishop saving the game. Oh yeah, sorry, I don't know, here. But you'll see a similar thing happens here as well. Takes here, and the promotion square is covered by the rook and the bishop. The same bishop I granted pity to on the 10th move of the game. This bishop comes and saves the day on the 53rd move of the game. Now he goes check, king f6, queen takes, king e4, and now I go rook b1, and it's just game over. Rook d8, rook d1 equals rook, because this would have been a stalemate. Spoilers ahead. We will see stalemate again. But yeah, if this was if I were to promote to queen, this would just be stalemate, and he could just sack the rook repeatedly. So I promoted to a rook. He went rook f8 check, king e7, rook h8. I gave some checks, and now rook h1. And I realized, oh no, this is also stalemate. Indeed, now he started sacking the rook, but now I saw I could go rook king to d3. the king went from e7 to d3. And what does the king on d3 do? First of all, there are no checks, because even if you goes here or here, I can take, because the king blocks the rook that blocks the only square, like the f3 square. So even if he went here, I could have taken, because the king could now go to f3. Well, it was a very nice king run. And I am very happy I saw that, because it would have been stalemate. But yeah, when he realized, he said, ah. And he went rook c2, h5 check, king f3, king takes c2 check, king e2, rook h2, and now this is just a simple ladder mate, and he resigns. What a beautiful king run. I cannot believe. I'm very happy to have found this escape path. And now the king blocks the rook. Very, very beautiful game. Very, very combative game. Yeah, I mean, we were both exhausted. It lasted 4 hours. Yeah, the game before, like the game that this Carlucci Eduardo, my opponent, played before this one, lasted 6 hours. So poor guy, 6 hours and then 4 hours this game. We were both exhausted. We hugged each other when the game was finished. But yeah, very, very, very nice game. Not in the precision and the accuracy, but actually no. I mean, in the end game, we both played really well. They were only green moves, basically. Yeah. In the end game, we both played pretty well. The king run, and now checkmate. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the end, I got 3 out of 5 in the tournament. Not bad at all. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pretty long one. Oh my god, 80 minutes. But I mean, yeah, and also thank you if you watched till the end. But I mean, this was a crazy game. I had to record it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!